Welcome to week 4 of Old Testament Survey 2. We are quickly approaching the halfway point of the class. At the end of this week, we'll have made it through half of our week, so keep up the hard work. I like what I'm seeing in the discussion boards, especially as you guys are springboarding off of my post and moving the conversation in the right direction. Please make sure you are still paying attention to the discussion board expectations, namely that you are citing sufficient scripture, you are interacting with the textbook reading in some way, shape, or form, you're answering all of the question, and of course you're interacting with your classmates and me. If I ask you a question, I expect some sort of response from it. Good work on that. This week we are going to be talking about the rest of the minor prophets, and specifically paying attention to the issue of the blessings and the curses. The blessings and the curses, of course, are outlined in Genesis 27:28. Deuteronomy 27:28. This is part of the covenantal promise of God to the people, this is a promise that said if the people do certain things in the land, then of course they will be blessed. If they don't do certain things, or they do other things disobedient to the covenantal expectations, then there will be punishment. So we're going to be looking at Hosea, Habakkuk, Nahum, and Zephaniah on that, and saying, okay, how do the issues of blessings and curses function in the books? So there's that. We're also going to be talking about Jonah. Jonah is a unique prophet in that he is all narrative. There is only, there's a poem in Jonah 2, but essentially it's all narrative. Even the poem is part of the narrative. And really only one prophetic oracle that we see in chapter 3, and that is part of the narrative. So we're going to be looking at why is it like that? What does that teach us about the nature of prophetic prophecy? Prophetic prophecy is a bit redundant, that's when we're looking at. Also, there will be a midterm exam this week. Make sure you get that done. There is no study guide for this one. It's untimed, but it must be done in a single sitting. You must have a proctor, and you cannot use any outside material. The proctor needs to be someone, it's very important to pay attention, the proctor needs to be someone who is not related to you in either blood or marriage, and someone who you do not supervise in a work capacity. It can be your friend, it can be your boss, but it can't be someone who works for you. And you're going to need to have them email me after you've taken these. They're going to have to sit there and watch you take the exam. You're going to have them email me after you take the exam to confirm that they observed you take the exam and you use no outside materials for that. If you have any questions, of course, on the proctor, let me know. Again, it needs to be someone who's not related to you by either blood or marriage, and someone who you do not supervise in a work capacity. Other than that, it's fair game. Have a great week. I look forward to seeing your posts on the discussion boards.